Hey guys, EST here, and you might think, wow, this guy's like some kind of survival expert. Nothing gets past him. Well, then you haven't been on the channel long enough. But the difference between me and other channels, I think we're at a similar skill level with different specialties, is I make a video every time I find a blind spot in real life scenarios. So I ended up burning my arm pretty badly today. It's not like go to the hospital bad, but it's blister bad. I was cooking hot oil, wasn't paying attention, cooking three things at once, turned around, it's already at smoke point, lifted up, and I don't want to get into it, but a couple drops went aerial, and I'm not dumb enough to go full, frozen turkey in the oil. So I didn't like try to douse it in water. But anyway, some very, very hot, like 400 plus degree oil made individual little droplets on my hand and my arm. I got my hand under the faucet within probably 3 seconds, and then it was just a little tiny bit of red, and I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad, doesn't hurt, cool. And then it just hurt more and more and more, then it started to blister, and I'm like, okay, I actually have to do something about this. I really didn't think it was that bad. I thought, what's the thermal energy of like effectively a raindrop of hot oil? It's just so weird that I didn't feel it right away. But either way, I thought, okay, what can I do to do something about this? So because I guess this has never really come up, or if it did, I don't remember it. I went to Google and put, how to treat minor burn. And a couple variations of that. Their little AI summary nonsense told me to go get a tetanus shot. My God, do they need to turn that thing off? It is so unbelievably misinformed and stupid and inaccurate. Especially since I had an allergic reaction to the last tetanus shot. I wasn't even outside, and my antibodies are still off the charts according to my blood test to work at the hospital I used to work at a couple years ago. So there's a couple reasons not to go get a tetanus shot, you absolute morons, Google. Holy crap, get it together. So lesson number 1, get your medical information from multiple sources after not trusting that, and I would have done it anyway. I looked at 3 different websites, and there were some disagreements with them, and some agreements, and some, little spots that one didn't cover, and, that kind of stuff. So I got the full picture after about 3. I needed to get some kind of topical ointment, some kind of cream on it. So some kind of oil, whatever, vitamin E, aloe, whatever. And then also they recommended just go get like burn treatment gel. So I just Googled, all the drugstores around me and then what they had in stock. And there is like literally burn gel. It's pretty much just skin moisturizer, but with 4% lidocaine in it. I thought, oh, lidocaine, I've heard of that. Yeah, surface anesthetic. Wait a minute. About 3 years ago when I was building like my main medical kit, I looked up if there was any over-the-counter surface anesthetics, and basically 12 websites told me no. I don't know if lidocaine just became legal recently or what's going on, but I didn't own any. I could have just had lidocaine spray or lidocaine gel and then put like moisturizing lotion on top of it. I'm sure I got some that's well expired, but winter's a thing here. You get dry skin, it happens. But then when I looked up burn gel, how it works, the instructions, all that, because I was like, am I going to treat it correctly? Is there any extenuating circumstances? Will it not work for me? Is there any warnings, that kind of stuff, before I actually went and got it? Mostly, not because I was like scared or whatever, just because I could. It was because it was absolutely monsooning rain out. I mean, like red on the radar. And that wasn't stopping for 25 minutes, and it was hurting and hurting and hurting. So I tried to take my mind off it, concentrate on something else. And as soon as I took a little mental break for 5 seconds from whatever I was doing on the screen on my computer, it just went back to like focused on my arm. It is just burning. The blisters are horrible. Oh boy, got to do something about that. And I thought, do I want to go fishing around for some, whatever lotion I got somewhere, I guess, probably. I thought, nah, let's do it the right way. What I really need is pain relief. I don't need like the long term, let's heal it faster. I need it to stop hurting right now. Oh, and because of another injury, I had already taken a full dose of acetaminophen that morning. I don't know when that morning, because I just thought, okay, this is just going to get me out of bed. Let's get up and just get going and I'll feel better. So I had no idea what time I took it, which means I couldn't say, oh, it's been 6 hours. In my best estimation, it had not been. And if it was still in my bloodstream, it sure as heck wasn't doing nothing. I was going to stop and like give the lesson, but like, you're intelligent adults. I think you're getting the lessons as I'm going here. Seek multiple sources, pay attention to or write down when you take medication if you think you might have to take it in the future, which that was the problem. I didn't think I needed to. And so my theory behind not having burn gel was, one, it's a little pricier. It ain't no store brand generic thing, dollar store little thing of 25, generic Tylenol. I mean, I think I got 50 Benadryl for $1, but like burn gel, that was like $10. And I thought, I've burnt myself so many times with just a quick little whatever, like a lighter gotten too close to something or touched the metal, but you pull away. Like your brain doesn't even process it. You just do it. And so once in my life, I was burned bad enough that it probably should have been treated. That was horrible, but it was thousands of degrees and it was like stuck against me and like, yeah. And I think I've had a couple burns as a kid and it's like, yeah, it blistered and then it healed and whatever. We didn't really do anything for it. Mostly because we didn't have the budget. So treating burns was not really my thing. I didn't know about it, but I was aware that burn gel was a thing because I just looked up on the internet, list of things I should put in a first aid kit. And then when it came to burn gel, I'm like, well, I'm either going to get burned a little tiny bit and then just who cares? I'll just put a bandage on it, put some, antibacterial heal faster gel. Try not to name brand names here. It will be good. It'll be the same thing. And I considered doing that this time, but I thought that's not going to do anything for the pain. And the pain was, I wouldn't say like unbearable or something, but it was so noticeable, so distracting, and really bringing down my mood, bringing up my stress level. That does, cortisol or whatever in the bloodstream, which lowers your immune system. It lowers your sleep, messes with your digestion. You do not want to be in a perpetual state of being stressed because of constant pain. And pain is like, that's fight or flight. That isn't just, I'm worried about my mortgage getting paid on time or like whatever. That's more psychological, existential. You can move past that, usually. Constant, nonstop pain is like a whole other thing. So 1, I would have lidocaine. 2, I would not have lidocaine. I'd have burn gel because there's lidocaine in it. And it's pretty much just the only other ingredients are vitamin E and aloe. By the way, this is none of this whole video is medical advice. This is just observations, research, and that kind of stuff. Do your own research, ask a doctor. And a lot of the stuff I talk about on this channel is like for an emergency, not like the next time this happens, do this. It's a fun little cheap shortcut. No. Never interpret it that way. We're in do the best you can territory. We're in like you're stuck in the woods and just burn yourself territory on this and any other video. So yeah, I skipped this in the medical planning because I'm like, well, a minor little burn, whatever, I'll just treat it like it's anything else, or I'll just pop the blister, which you're not supposed to do, and then treat it like an open wound or a cut. It'll heal, whatever. I don't need weird specific stuff. Then I didn't get a surface anesthetic, even though that was like number 2 on my list of things to get because I just got bad information. Really, honestly, the closest I found was like a medical numbing gel. Oh, a dental one, pardon me, for my mouth, for like gums. And it said specifically don't use on skin. So I'm like, okay, whatever, Tylenol then. Scrape or a bruise, something like that, pulled muscle, I don't know. Sore, partially torn ligament, something like that. You didn't need the pain to go away. I thought, whatever, let's just get painkillers, whatever. And then they lower a fever in case of like an infection or an illness. So, okay, we got a dual purpose, cross over whenever you can. And then if a burn is severe enough, I'm just going to the hospital or I'm going to be in trouble, So, and I don't know how to treat really severe burns. So why get it anyway? I could learn a million different things. I don't really even technically know how to stitch someone up for like a really bad deep cut. I could learn, but I also could learn how to take apart an AR-15. Like there's just only so much time and so much room in my head, Now here, let me just stop here about medical training because I was going to make this whole video, but it doesn't merit it. It's really just a paragraph. I'm not what you would call into medical training. Like it's not an interest of mine. I just know that I should know about it. But here's a fun little fact for you. No matter how old you are, but the older you are, the worse it gets. So if you're my age or older, mid-30s, you ain't learning new stuff. Not very easily. Your brain is literally not built to do that. But even as a kid or teenager or young adult, you are programmed where if you don't find it interesting, useful, important, it is getting deleted the second you stop thinking about it. So I could look up like what mushrooms are edible, but I just don't care. I don't care about foraging. I don't care about tree identification in plants. I never will. I don't know what it is. I just don't. I'd rather be around like electronics and stuff, Have you noticed that yet on my channel? So if I learn here's the proper way to do this thing, CPR is burned into my brain and I review it regularly, like annually. Heimlich maneuver, how to do it properly. You want to go upward and all that. Like we learned that. And I thought this will save a life. This is important. I put that in my brain and said important. File it under important. I'm not using memorizational techniques because those are short term only. Long term, I was like, I need to retain this. So if you have no interest in how to treat, a burn, a cut, a this, a that, just any kind of medical training that you need to get, but you're forcing yourself to go through it, you are not going to remember it a month later. You're not going to remember it a year later. You're certainly not going to remember it 5 years later. So that is why I told people, get a PDF, get a guide, get a booklet, buy it if you have to, off Amazon. Otherwise, a lot of open source free stuff out there. Print a wiki page as a PDF, although Wikipedia is the worst source for anything educational. It's all just reference crap that's self-referential and written in a way that it only makes sense if you already know the answer. It is the opposite of a teaching tool. I would much rather just go to like Khan Academy and get a course there, but they usually don't have like emergency surgery courses there. From what I heard, it's more like K-12, but you know what I mean? Like, find something good, find some recipes, find some foraging guides, find some whatever, and then just don't even read them. Just put them on your phone. Then put them on your backup phone. Then put them on a flash drive and seal it in some, Mylar. Then put it on a micro SD card. Then put it on your computer. Then upload it to the cloud. You'll have access to it somewhere, somehow, probably. I mean, if you always have your phone on you 24/7 pretty much. So if you're in a car crash or you're stuck in the woods and have no signal, there it is. Local PDF file sitting on your phone. All of society collapses, but you got your electric arc lighter, and for your phone as well, you've got a little 5-watt portable USB solar panel, and you can charge them up forever. Your phone will probably last 6 years, realistically, under light use. Water resistant, drop proof in a case, just saying. Now you can look up those medical guides. Now you can look up the foraging guides. Now it is important to you. Now it's relevant right now. And it gives you time to sit down and rest and catch your breath and, not sweat so you don't either cool way off dangerously when you sit still in the winter or dehydrate yourself in really any weather, but especially the summer. So it's just one of those things. Clear your head, feel normal to use your phone. Psychological, let's take a break. And then, let's read this little medical thing, this emergency medical guide I got from some open source military, whatever. There's resources floating around. I wanted to make a database of them, but the copyright and legality on it is so sketchy. I just cannot invest the time and the risk in it. But that ain't going to stop you from doing it. You know what I mean? Is this a good time to mention that I removed the protection on every single video on my channel? You can use, this is against YouTube terms of service, but you could use a download service. Watch out, they're virus-infested crap across the board, but an ad blocker, web-based. Don't install anything. Okay. You can now download any of my videos straight from YouTube in a highly compressed format, throw them all onto the local storage on your phone, and now you got them. You can review anything I say without having to rewatch the video every 6 months and, I forgot this, I'm never going to learn it, my memory. You don't need it. The memory's on your phone. Your phone's got better memory than you do. So if you're going to have a medical guide, have the equipment that you're like, I'm not going to remember how to use this. Okay, I'm going to learn how to use it one time 7 years ago. Now I forgot. Have the guides on your phone. Now, if somebody's bleeding out right now, I think you could, if you're interested enough, mark that as important. But the quick little, here's how you treat this obscure thing. Do you feed a fever or starve a flu or what? I don't remember. All that kind of stuff could be offloaded if you don't care about it and won't remember it onto a phone. So a little mini rant about that over, but the only thing left is a lot of people write off stuff as comfort. And you can even say burn gel is comfort. Like just, man up, put a Band-Aid on it, rub some dirt on it, and power through the pain. I'm a man. Or women can actually handle pain more than men, so just saying. Oh, except in a fight. We kind of got that down, but I'm not fighting anything. I'm just burning my arm. I'm just cooking, okay? Poorly. But that should I tough it out attitude, I literally just made a video a couple weeks ago called Should I Tough It Out or something like that. And it breaks down should you try to power through this, like an illness? Oh, absolutely not. You will make it worse. Don't just run around anyway. I got the sniffles. Oh, well, you'll just die. Whereas there's other stuff where it's no, you do need to mentally get through this. You do need to physically just push through this. Like sore muscles, just you pretty much reasonably most of the time would want to push through it. So watch that video if you're interested, but a lot of medical stuff, push through it is not an option. It's not even wise. Like I said, it's not even just the cortisol or whatever, the stress hormones just beating the crap out of your immune system and everything else in your physiology. It's you're probably actually just wrong. Benadryl, I got the sniffles, I'm out in the woods and some pollen starting to get to me. Oh no, and I'm not packing Benadryl in my emergency pack. Bunch of comfort items. What, am I going to pack it right next to my teddy bear too? No, if it doesn't keep me alive, it's not going in my pack. Who hasn't heard some stupid ex-military grunt, usually 60-year-old clueless person talking completely out of a different end than their mouth on YouTube about something like that? If you get about 100 mosquito bites, you could die from anaphylaxis. If you get 10, 20, 30 bee stings, you could die from the allergic reaction. You need Benadryl. Also, dual purpose, it is legitimately approved as a sleep aid. And it'll knock you the heck out. It'll make you pretty uncoordinated, tired, and bad at reacting to emergency situations. So, keep that in mind. But it will help you sleep, and it will help you with insect bites, or you're around some plants, you touch the wrong thing, you rolled around in the grass, you're allergic to grass, congratulations, didn't know that. You're like 3 states away from where you've lived your whole life, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm allergic to whatever plant is here. Great, awesome. Or this mold, that pollen, this thing, you know. An antihistamine is not just a comfort item. Pain relief pills are not just a comfort item. Your body being stressed is incredibly bad, and like I said, the fastest way to that is pain. Then you get the psychology of it. Now, you are going to be 50 times tougher if there's at least one other person near you, and it goes up like almost exponentially in a crowd. You know, you're out with the boys, you completely fall down and like just about break your ankle, and you're like, no, I'm good. No, I'm tough. I want to feel tough with the boys or in front of the ladies. Or you want to feel tough because the kids will start stressing out more than you. It really doesn't matter who you're with. You're going to act tougher in a crowd. It's that social pressure to keep up appearances that you're the tough guy, okay? That is like wired into our brains. You don't want to be the whiny, weak one in the group. What if you're alone? But even just the pressure to push past it even in a group, or if you're alone, then okay, now go, way, way, way worse. Now, you're worried about your body, your physiology, your health, like your teeth. Are you going to have to pull them out with no anesthetic? This is starting to hurt. That's weird. Boy, I wish I would have had baking soda, like triple purpose thing, just saying, and floss in my emergency kit. Oh, that's right. Gum health and mouth health, especially in modern first world areas where we're not built up to like kill lots of bacteria quicker in our mouths. I heard that influences your digestion and your overall health and causes weird immune stuff and all the stuff we heard about in the last 15 years with new studies. Uh-oh. Boy, that would suck to lose a tooth. Boy, I'm going to look ugly. People without teeth are not respected by society. And what if I have to pull it out with a pliers with no pain numbing? Ooh. Now 24/7 you're thinking of the toothache. And then, oh, well, is this really a sprain? Did I really tear a ligament? Am I going to be able to walk on this? What's the recovery time? Can I still, make it 7 miles? Or, oh, now I'm worried. Like, your body is like, that's everything. You can break a knife in half and say, okay, I'm stressed out, but I have a replacement one because 2 is 1 and 1 is none. You can accidentally burn the first serving of squirrel that you shot with a slingshot and be like, okay, but I could just go get another one. This is bad. It's a setback. I'm mad. But like, as soon as it's your own body and you're concerned about your biology and there's nowhere to go for help, the stress level is going to go to such a high level. It's the number one thing that I can think of that will let you spiral into just like total breakdown or just not a good place mentally. So you get a minor burn, you get a minor bite, it's itching and you can't scratch, but it's driving you absolutely insane. And that's on top of, well, is my family okay? What's the weather going to be? What is everything outside? I've got no communication. Are we getting invaded? What caused the power to go out? Was it an EMP? Was it a natural event? Is World War III started? Do I even know? Am I ever getting out of here? What, did I cook that properly? Did I eat that? Was that the right berry? Am I going to get attacked by insects in my sleep in this bedding? And then on top of that, and my knee hurts. And I've got a little minor burn on my hand. Buy some lidocaine. Okay, buy some burn gel. Buy some cortisone cream. Buy some Benadryl. Make absolutely sure, and I've covered this so many times I'm not even going to cover it again, you buy an antifungal compound because trench foot is a thing and our skin is not built for this. You're probably still going to walk around in your clothes. You're probably not going to clean them and you're probably going to sweat. Now sweat has salt and some compounds in it. Cool. That's for a very good reason. But what if it's raining and you can't get out of the rain? You have to travel or you have to go get food and water and whatever. Well, now you're all soggy. Within like a day, you're going to start having fungal issues in any place that's covered. Guys, I could point out the 2, but you know what? Go to the aisle and read the 2 medications for antifungal yourself. Very unpleasant. Constant burning, immune system response, reddening, bodily resources allocated to it. It's all bad things. It's not comfort. It's not, just work through it. Just don't scratch or just do scratch or just, who cares? Ooh, I'm a man. Little irritation ain't going to bother me. Power through it. Don't be a wimp. It's just one more thing. It's just one more thing that involves your body and your health, and it is going to get to you. Trust me. So even if you would perceive something as like a completely unnecessary, like a surface anesthetic for your skin or something, where you're like, no, I'd be able to push through it. Would you? And even if you could, it's just one more thing. And the last thing you need in a very bad situation is just one more thing. Or to have to drive to the drugstore in a monsoon and oh God, with sleeves because it really looked quite bad. Then I couldn't find it on the shelf because I had trouble concentrating because the pain was so unbelievably bad at that point. Be prepared ahead of time. Shouldn't really need to say it, but that's a good way to close the video. So if you appreciated the information, you want to check out some of the other cool content, I've got at least 1 or 2 videos that are like at or above 100,000 views. I'm blown away by that. I mean, I think all my content's pretty good. Just kidding, on this channel, about 50% of it's good. I really need to write outlines. This is the second time I recorded this video. The second take was a lot better. So I'm going to work on the quality. My schedule's a lot less cramped lately. I got a new job. So yeah, so I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate the views. Appreciate the growth of the channel, and I'm going to keep at it. And we have got some really cool videos coming up now that it's basically summer. So watch for that. Subscribe to not miss it, and I'll see you guys next time.